Hi, my name's Christy and this is Lazy Owl's Booktube channel where I discuss all things books and comic books. Today I'm going to be doing a review for you of The Martian by Andy Weir. As always, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and if you would like to be notified when I post videos, please click the bell icon. So we'll get right into it. So I read this particular book as part of the book challenge for Team Valor in the Bookamon Readathon. And I wouldn't normally pick up this book. It is very much a sci-fi book and it's very based on science and mathematics. It's tried to stay very true to what would be a realistic story of someone trying to survive on Mars on their own. So it starts off with this astronaut who is on Mars. He has been injured and presumed dead by his fellow astronauts. They do this emergency kind of evacuation from Mars during this very strong windstorm. So it has very powerful wind, and so it's unsafe, and they decide to leave and end the mission. And this particular astronaut gets injured in the attempt to leave and he's presumed dead. He wakes up and he finds that he is on Mars by himself, and he's managed to survive his injury. So the book really is about his attempts to survive on Mars on his own, and he is hoping that somehow he will be able to survive until the next Mars mission, which is a very long time away. I think in the book it says it's 4 years away or something. So he's got to try and survive as long as possible till the next Mars mission comes, and potentially try and make contact with them so that he can be rescued. This book I can see why so many people have enjoyed, but it probably wasn't for me, because it's definitely science-based. It definitely has a lot of mathematics involved in it. So during the book he will talk about, he'll kind of run through, if I need to survive this many days, well then I need this many calories, and I need to have this much food, and I need to develop this many crops in order to survive for this period of time. And so he goes through those types of scenarios, and you read about them. And he also talks about that how he's going to breathe and how he's going to get rid of the CO2 levels and things like that. But he very much brings in the mathematics of it and how he works it out. So someone who has a background in science or mathematics might find this quite interesting and be like, yeah, like that's really accurate. Like I can get how this is based. It's a little bit more realistic. And I think that's what people like about it. They can picture that this could be something potentially that might happen in the far future, and they could see it happening and believe it. But for me, it was just very dry, and I had trouble during those parts of the books really staying with it. In saying that though, there were some few tense moments where I was just like, oh, I've got to, I'm on the edge of my seat and I've got to keep reading. Like, does he make it, you know? And so yeah, there were some quite good parts in the book that kept me going, and that the pacing was a little bit better. But yeah, when those parts of the books really focused on the science and the mathematics, that's when I really struggled to keep myself reading and where my attention would really drift. I probably wouldn't have read this book if it wasn't for the fact that it is part of the Bookamon Readathon challenge. And to be honest, I don't know whether I would have pushed through some of those sections in the book where it really focuses on that mathematics and that science, whether I would have just DNF'd it or whether I would have continued, I'm not sure. But I did finish it, and I'm glad I am, because it was quite interesting, but it is something that I wouldn't normally pick up. So for me, I rated this 3 out of 5 stars, but I can definitely see why there are a lot of people out there that rate it a lot higher than that. But for me, purely for my enjoyment and the types of books that I'm into, for me it was a 3 out of 5 stars. So that is my quick review of The Martian. If you've read this book and you enjoy it, or you have a different opinion, please let me know. I'd love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.